Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on Helium Mobile since I've been with them for over 10 months now. And just give you guys my general opinion about the services and everything that is tied into it. So before getting into that, smash the like button. That way, this video can get circulated. More and more people can find out about Helium Mobile and spread the good word. So I appreciate that. And if you're first time here watching and you decide to click that subscribe button, thank you very much for doing that. I deeply appreciate it. And turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video upload as well as when I go live. So with that, cue the roll. Let's get started. So, like I said, I've been with Helium Mobile for just about well over 10 months. And, I'm pretty satisfied with the services that I get with Helium Mobile. So, a couple of things I'm going to toss out there because I know there are certain things that hold people back from even giving Helium a shot. And that is, one of the biggest ones is intimidation. Intimidation because Helium Mobile is the first crypto-based phone service. But let me tell you guys that Helium Mobile is very easy to navigate, very, very easy to understand. If you're not a crypto person and you're not like trying to build up a crypto stash, don't worry. The mapping thing is real easy for you to do and for you to convert over to rewards to pay your phone bill so you essentially don't have to pay out of your pocket. It's very easy to do. I have a video that shows you guys how to claim your weekly rewards and how to prepay your phone service. So go check those videos out. I have a Helium Mobile playlist that has a bunch of videos where I talk about Helium Mobile so you can get all the past videos that I've talked about and the informations on those, as well as listening into this one, which is my 10-month overview of Helium Mobile. And Helium Mobile has been a real good company to be with. Yes, it operates on the T-Mobile network. So that's number one. If T-Mobile doesn't work good in your area, then I wouldn't advise signing up with Helium Mobile because you're just going to be dissatisfied with the services you're getting because you're not really going to be getting services. If T-Mobile doesn't work, this won't work in your area. Helium Mobile is dependent on two main sources for network connectivity. T-Mobile, which they have an MVNO, which is Mobile Virtual Network Operator agreement with, which means that they lease a portion of T-Mobile's network to basically access for their customers to access, so that way their customers have cellular, phone service to talk, text, and data to use. And then Helium Mobile is trying to build out the Helium network, which you will see here. Well, let me bring it up for you guys, but they have these things: the outdoor and indoor hotspot. The indoor hotspot, the little smaller square one, which you set up in your home, and then the outdoor hotspot you set up on the outside of your house because it needs to be elevated high enough in order to have a line of sight signal to Helium customers to connect to as they're within your vicinity. So Helium is really just kind of pushing for that. Eventually, hopefully, one day being off the dependency of cellular connectivity with T-Mobile, right? We've seen other companies try to do this. There was a company that was, trying to get as a startup called VoltFi, and that really didn't go anywhere. But almost a similar idea, except we're not doing device to device connection with one smartphone connected to a tower that's acting like a beacon for like six nearby phones to connect to that person's phone to connect to that tower. They're not doing it that way. Um, Helium Mobile, as far as connecting to these hotspots, which in fact do connect to a customer's home internet. So you have to have home internet to deploy these hotspots, whether outdoor or indoor, because the data is reliant on connecting to that hotspot, which in fact is connected to your home Wi-Fi router. And it acts as a separate channel to disperse a data signal for those Helium customers to connect to. And not just anybody can connect to them. So laptops and tablets that are nearby are not going to be able to access it. You have to be a Helium Mobile customer. I just want to kind of throw that out there. Anyways, so yes, Helium is really trying to push for offloading data usage off the T-Mobile network and onto the Helium network, in which if you're connected to the Helium network, your data is unlimited. Okay, so you're not bound by the allotment that T-Mobile had agreed upon with Helium Mobile. Okay, because if you're connected to the T-Mobile network, you get 28 gigs of high-speed data. That's the most recent change, effectively. 2 gig difference from what it was before at 30 gigs. It's not that big of a deal. I know some people will kind of like get upset and cry about it, but you know what? 2 gigs is not that big of a deal, especially for most people on Helium Mobile who are not even tapping 30 gigs. So you don't really have to worry too much about that. Um, Aside from that, you know, having most of the customers offload their data traffic onto these networks is really what's going to be like the future in helping out Helium Mobile as a whole. So with that, if you didn't know, Helium Mobile is actually in working with other MNOs or mobile network operators to allow their customers to offload their data usage onto the Helium network. That's in beta testing. I got past videos on that. So, anyways, uh, you know, Helium Mobile, you don't need to be intimidated by them. Okay. Earning the rewards, using it to prepay your bill, that's awesome. You don't have to worry about paying a bill. You turn on mapping on your smartphone through the Helium mobile app, and you just go about your day as normal. And trust me, it's not hard to earn the rewards. The rewards fairly easy to earn. You just got to map 40 hexes, and 40 hexes is like the size of the length of a Walmart. And that's pretty much it. And then you earn the total rewards that you could earn in a day just by doing that. So you're not even mapping the whole entire day. You probably just map for like an hour or less. And those rewards, like I said, you can use that to prepay your bill. So prepaying your bill. So, Helium Mobile has a lot of things going for it. Of course, you can get into the nitty gritty deep stuff with the crypto if you are someone who's invested in cryptocurrency, and then yeah, you can get into the nitty gritties and the deepers of this. But Helium, as far as just being a mobile phone service, which is the aspect of Helium Mobile that I primarily focus on, because I am not a financial advisor, not a crypto guru or anything like that. I'm just a person that likes mobile technology and uses different service providers to see what I can get out of them as far as service connectivity, customer service, and all that stuff. And Helium Mobile kind of checks the box with that. Customer service is pretty solid through the app, not a big issue there. Um, from when I started with Helium Mobile, they had just begun to switch over to the Solana blockchain. So they moved away from Ethereum, which had I guess like a higher pricing for doing transaction fees. Um, so I think that's a good move. However, of my time researching, Solana does have issues. Well, Helium customers have issues with claiming their rewards. Sometimes you try to claim it and it doesn't do anything, and that would have to be obviously Solana's issue. That's probably one of the caveats of Helium moving over onto the Solana blockchain and everything. That would be the issue right there, at least from what I'm told from certain insiders. Um, but overall, the services for me has been great. There's maybe like one or two hiccups I've had where the service was just, not the greatest, and that was in instance of mobile congestion. But that was also mostly T-Mobile's fault because T-Mobile was bad in that area. I have a Metro by T-Mobile phone line, and that had a hard time accessing the network when I was at a parade with a lot of people there, so it was heavily congested. And so that didn't work. I knew the Helium Mobile wasn't going to work, but I tried it anyways just to test it out. And of course, it didn't work because there wasn't any hotspots deployed in that area where I could have actually connected to and been alleviated and be able to use my phone. I mean, I used another phone that I have a different provider on, but that was probably like one of the major big hiccups I've ever had with Helium Mobile. Other than that, 9 times out of 10, it's hit the target that I needed it to do. Um, like I said, customer service has been very great. The interactions that I've had with them has always been on a great level. They've been very courteous, very nice. They've also been very helpful to explain things that I didn't know about, so that way I would understand more about Helium Mobile. So big shout outs to the customer care team for Helium Mobile. You chat with them through the app. There's no phone number to call. That's probably a caveat for some people, but sometimes we don't want to talk to people on the phone. We just want to text them. And so the chat option is kind of like texting them. Um, you know, since my time and just like the great big thing about Helium Mobile allowed me to basically have a promo code, which is in the description. You guys can use it, and you guys can see here how many people have actually used my promo code so far since having it. 644 have used the code. 481 has stayed with Helium Mobile, which means that my qualified referrals conversion is at a 74.6. That's not bad. So shout out to everyone that's used it. The 644 that used it, shout out to you guys. The 481 that stayed, shout out to you guys. Like I said, people are grabbing my code and using it, so pretty dang good. Um, so anyways, Helium Mobile, I was one of the skeptical people, and I was kind of nervous about them. But at this point right now, and the time that I've used them, I can tell you guys three things. One, they're very safe. Okay, multi-factor authentications and all types of stuff go into security because it is dealing with you know with money, with finances, so they have to have extra levels of security. Two, the services. So in my area, T-Mobile actually works pretty good. Okay, in congestions, not so much, but on a day-to-day basis, it works pretty good. So anywhere that I go in the city, my services with Helium Mobile works. Because if either I'm connected to the Helium network through someone's hotspot, or I'm connected to the T-Mobile network, I am getting my phone calls, my texts, and the data usage with no problems at all whatsoever. Okay, that's number two. Number three is the SIM card. I know this sounds so silly to say, but I can literally pop my SIM into any other phone that I want to without having to call in the care rep and have them do any quirky changes to my account. I just pop and play. Simple like that. Right now, my Helium mobile service is on my Nothing Phone 1, and it does pick up 5G. It is working on a device that was not released in the US. So, yeah, and it'll be on there for the foreseeable future. But the services to me is just awesome. So, yeah, 10 months being with them, and I have no desire to leave them. They're really good. They really are. Check out my past videos on the other stuff I had to say about Helium Mobile. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, again, smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not. Take advantage of my promo code. It's like, giving you a first month free trial type of thing. Use that to start your first month. Don't be alarmed that they put a $25 hold on your payment method when you sign up. That's just a hold. They're not going to keep the money. It's going to get refunded to you within from like a couple of hours to like at max 48 hours, and you'll get that back to you. So essentially your first month is free. And yeah, I will talk to you on the next one. Thanks for checking out today's video. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Aloha.